Hello guys, my name is Sean Olabi and I'm a 2012 graduate of Computer Science, Covenant University.
Hi there everyone, my name is Chukwemeka Mba, Covenant University graduate 2008 Information Communication Technology.
Entrepreneurship for me is about, waking up and being excited about what you do. Trust me, there is no greater feeling. You're like, I'm awake, thank God. Now, I'm going to get into the day and then be as awesome as I'm going to be. And then I'm going to, change the world in my own little way. There's something that is driving me.
The whole essence of entrepreneurship is not just business. Business actually is creating value. And why do you want to be involved in a venture? Because you have value to offer. What makes business is that you have something that people really want badly and they are willing to pay for. For instance, we have a mechanic. A mechanic offers value by fixing people's cars, and so he gets paid for fixing the cars. A lawyer, helps to address people's legal issues, and he or she gets paid for addressing those issues. So business is not difficult. All that we have in terms of business is actually solving people's problems and getting paid for it.
Focus on your goal. When you start running a business, you start with small dreams. When you start running big dreams, you've got to focus. You've got to focus. Some dreams take 5 years. Some dreams take 10 years. You've got to stay focused and ignore the boss, ignore the hype.
Beyond your first class and your second class or your third class, I like to always tell people, always graduate with a sense of direction, a sense of purpose. Before you leave school, and even if you're a lecturer, have a very strong sense of purpose. Know exactly what problem you would like to solve in the community, and by your own assessment ensure that this problem is significant enough and interesting enough for you to stay with it for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years.
Now, people have said different things about entrepreneurship. It's passion, it's focus, it's diligence. There's a lot of things that can be said, but primarily, like I said before, the moment you wake up every day and you're excited about what you do, and you're excited about the possibilities that the days can bring, I think you are on the way to being a strong entrepreneur. It's a lot of work, trust me. It's the fact that nothing happens until you make it happen. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it's exciting, it's exhilarating. There's the ups, there's the downs, but that's also part of it. But at the end, when you see the result of what you've done in terms of social change, or in terms of impact in your society, or in terms of empowering people's lives, trust me, it's worthwhile.
Once you decide to become an entrepreneur, once you decide to come into this process, understand you are a different breed, you are a special breed, you're not like everybody else. And I'm not saying be proud about this. That's why you even need to be humble. You are in a different process. You can't eat what everybody's eating, you have to be healthy and strong. You can't go where everybody's going to. You don't have time for that. You can't spend money the way everybody's spending money. You need money. You can't read what everybody's reading. You have to stay ahead. You have to be ahead of everybody. You can't have friends like everybody else. You can't have so many friends. You have to be very picky.
One of the first things I learned from my business is you can't do this alone. You need to find those group of 2 or 3 people that will be loyal to your mission that you all believe in, and make sure you guys have the right set of skills. And also books has really helped me a lot way back from the days of EDS. We're made to read business thinkers, and we read people's stories and biography, how they defied all odds, from Mary Kay to Gillette to Burger King guys. These stories show you how people defy all odds. So for me, that was a form of association. By books and by networking with purpose, not just attending all the events and seats that are available, but make sure you network with purpose, with people that also have a sense of direction as you.
People. Everybody around you is there for a reason. Lecturers, your classmates, your parents, your uncles, your aunts, everybody's there for a reason. More than ever in this generation, it's important for us to be humble and learn from everybody around us, and including learn from your classmates. I remember I chose to volunteer for a classmate at his event, and that's softcom because I wanted to learn. Understand that you can learn from everyone and be willing to learn from everyone and every process.
So creating value should be the priority for the entrepreneur. Value determines everything. So in terms of creating value, value determines the team you should recruit. Value should determine the investment that you need. Value should determine the location you're trying to establish your business.
You don't need millions and billions to start a business. In fact, beyond just what you need, start from your environment. Start to solve the problems around you. You don't need money to solve some problems. The small lessons that you learn from running small businesses, from volunteering, from working in a service group, those lessons are what will mold you, and those lessons are what you will apply even when you start running big businesses in the future.
One of the greatest thinkers that ever lived, which was Leonardo da Vinci, lived by this concept called sapere devere, and that means to know how to see. And this starts by asking the right questions, hard, tough questions. How can I make things better? How can this be improved? And the more you keep asking those questions, the more you tend to see things differently. And when you see differently, you act differently, you do things differently. And this is the bedrock of innovation and creativity if you're going to survive in the business world.
Africa is a place that has quite a number of problems. People complain about the problems. It's time for people to begin to solve the problems and profit from solving the problems. That's what entrepreneurship is about. And foreigners come into our country and they take advantages of the problems that we have. They solve the problems and they get paid for solving our own problems. It's time for we individuals to pay attention to the problems in the environment, to solve those problems and profit from those problems. So now in the world today, particularly in Nigeria and Africa, we need entrepreneurs than we need employees. So we should pay attention in that direction.
In the world today, a lot of things have gone wrong. Old models are no longer working. The only things that will work in these days are things that are destructive in nature. You cannot try to do things the way they were done and expect to excel in the world today. So in Covenant University, with a departure philosophy, we believe that raising this new generation of leaders and equipping them with the tools of entrepreneurship will help solve this big problem we have in the world today, the global recession and stuff. Covenant University came into existence in 2002. One of the things that were at the back of the mind of the founding fathers was not to start creating a set of job seekers, because Nigeria is replete with such. In Covenant University, the founding philosophy, being a departure philosophy, stresses the need to raise new generation of leaders, as has been said. But who will these leaders be? How can they be good leaders if all they can do is to try to fit into somebody's vision as employees and not have their own visions as job creators?
So business actually is not just about money. It's principally about creating value.
What we want to raise is a new generation of leaders that are entrepreneurs, not job seekers, but job creators.